Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time for Europe. Absolutely भाई, यूरोप के बारे में हम बात करेंगे. So Europe has 16 teams. एक वीडियो पे पूरे 16 teams cover करना, it's gonna be little injustice. I don't want to just run through before without giving you more details on what a particular team gonna do in the World Cup. So हम लोग क्या करेंगे, हम लोग इसको split करेंगे two halves में. First half I'm gonna talk to you about England, France, Spain, Germany, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, and Croatia. Right? These are more often than not the main contenders, if I may say so. Right? So let's start with England. See, when you say England, you will think about the talent, the charisma, Thomas Tuchel, and skills, Thomas Tuchel, and you will talk about the heartbeat of this team, Jude Bellingham and Thomas Tuchel, of course. So everything starts and revolves around the manager Tuchel. One thing I'll give credit to the English FA is that they took a ballsy decision to go with a manager like Thomas Tuchel. ये इंग्लैंड स्कॉट को मेरे बच्चे बैठ बहुत अच्छा काम करा, कोई बात नहीं, ट्राई हार्ड अगेन, ये नहीं होना. दे नीड अ टास्क मास्टर. Every team you see barring 2014, right, every season you come and see England squad, you will say this is a potential World Cup winning squad, right? But इतना गाली है ये लोग इंग्लैंड वाले कि कमिंग होम आई नीड ट्रॉफी. But this time around maybe things going to be less slightly different. Now the best part with Thomas Tuchel is that he never goes with a player who is the most famous or has more star power. He always goes with the players who can fit his system and gives 8 on 10 performance all the time, right? He acknowledge, he understand no player is perfect. He's okay with that. He wants to work, he want to train, he want to coach that player. But of course there's a long way to go, and let's see how Thomas Tuchel's England, this is not anyone's else England, this is Thomas Tuchel's England, and how they gonna set up. Let's talk about it. But before that, we know the key players, of course. Harry Kane, the talisman, Bukayo Saka, Jude Bellingham, and Declan Rice, and surprise inclusion of Ivan Toney. I really love that fact that he tried to cover the most of the aspects of game. Someone who can stay 90 minutes, who can come off the bench, who's penalty specialist. हर चीज को एरिया को कंसिडर करके he prepared the 26 man squad. And yes, there are a lot of talking points जो मैं इंग्लैंड के ब्रेकडाउन में ऑलरेडी बात कर चुका कि भाई ये क्यों नहीं है, पामर क्यों नहीं है, मैगवायर क्यों नहीं है. बट नाउ दोस थिंग्स आर लॉन्ग बैक. नाउ World Cup is right in next 2-3 days, so we need to talk about the current players what we have. This is one of the deepest World Cup squads they have, and a huge pressure after every year near misses, right? Quarterfinals, semi-finals, round of 16, यूरोप, दो वक्त यूरोप के फाइनल में हारे यार ये, बैक टू बैक, एक इटली से, एक दूसरा स्पेन से. So tactically, Thomas Tuchel like to set up 4-2-3-1, and he wants his players to be high pressing them, quick transitions, and the players like Saka, the players like Rashford. That's why the inclusion of द न्यू बार्सिलोना साइनिंग न्यू कैसल, यार नाम बोल रहा हूँ मैं उसका, अरे यार लड़के का चेहरा याद है, नाम भूल गया. आई मीन इंक्लूजन ऑफ सच काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज ही वांट्स कांस्टेंट प्रेशर, कांस्टेंट प्रेसिंग. थक जाएंगे 60 मिनट तक. आई मीन देयर इज नो प्लेयर आई कैन सी इन फ्रंट लाइन दैट गोना, barring Harry Kane, that gonna last for 90 minutes of 120 minutes if time calls for it, right? So realistic expectations for this team is finals. फाइनल्स रीच करना चाहिए भाई साहब. फाइनल्स और सेमीफाइनल, एनीथिंग लेस देन दैट, let's see how the English fans gonna receive that, right? Now let's go to the another heavyweight, which is France. Again a finalist. I'll come to the prediction right away. Again a finalist, right? Look at the players: Kylian Mbappe, Chouameni, Saliba, Dembele, Desiree Doué, Barcola, Ryan Cherky. Oh my God! I mean, Upamecano in defense and Rabiot. You find champions everywhere. Talking about champion, Didier Deschamps is one of the most well-reputed manager when it comes to World Cup finals. Right? They reach two straight World Cup finals. Mbappe entering absolute, especially this World Cup is coming when Mbappe is entering into his absolute prime. Elite depth in every position this team had, man. I can't pick and choose which area our opponent can target. The most dangerous counter-attacking team in the world. In the world. Compact defense, explosive transition. Let Mbappe give Mbappe little space, and he gonna he gonna give you run for the money for sure. Expectation is straightforward. Final. This team has that metal in them, and I really like the second jersey, the lime green one with copper batches. That is in sign of commemorating the Statue of Liberty. So France helped basically building a Statue of Liberty in US. So this is them showing their solidity. When talking about solidity, let's go to Spain, right? This is Spain. This is not Spain of past. This is Spain of De La Fonse, Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Rodri, Nico Williams, right? And you have Fabinho, you have अरे सीडीएम यार आर्टसन वाला नाम भर रहा हूँ मैं उसका again dangerous players, right? Currently they are the reigning champions of Europe. They won the Europe, of course. I really wanted to see a finalism between Argentina and Spain. That could have given us a realistic point how to rate the both of the teams, right? But that couldn't happen given the global crisis. But that being said, the current benchmark for possession football, Laman is again, he's 18 years old. Is absolutely a superstar again. Midfield is stacked, stacked, stacked. That's like how you see Spain all the time. And behind every this is team with the proper blend of youth and experience. And this team has tactical. They adapt well. The wings are fast. Oyazabal probably gonna play the number nine. He's the most underrated striker. High pressing, dominant possession, and prediction again top four. I mean, final, semi-final, final. Who knows, man? Any team I gonna talk about gonna be final or semi-final. How can I differentiate? This will not reach or that will not reach, right? That being said, let's go to Germany. Germany, is it Germany of Nagelsmann? Is it Germany of Florian Wirtz, Musiala, Anthony Rodrigo, or the captain Bayern Munich guy? Sorry, I have this problem. Kimmich. So whose German is this? So Nagelsmann, a very confrontational manager who backs his idea and he likes to build things from back, and they don't play with traditional wingers apart from Sane. So Musiala and Wirtz, Musiala kind of play from center, Wirtz plays from left. So that's how the complete system of Germany is built on. They are flexible in possession, in flexible in adapting any sort of challenge that is given by any opponent. The aggressive pressing, creative freedom from Wirtz and Musiala. Let's not talk about it. These two players can create anything from the thin air. So one of the world best players are in this team currently, which is Musiala and Wirtz. Musiala is coming from that horrible injury a year ago in Club World Cup against PSG. He broke his ankle or something, right? So again, realistic expectation with this team is quarterfinals, semi-finals, and let's see how this team will set up. And yeah, my boys Words, who's playing for Liverpool, he didn't have best season, but this will be a different Words. This will be a Words where you'll able to see him operate the best. Talking about operating the best, let's talk about Portugal. Let's talk about Bruno Fernandes, Leao, Vitinha, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano freaking Ronaldo, Ramos. You have Diaz. I mean Ruben Diaz. I mean one of the world best left back, which is Nuno Mendes. So great, great, great squad, man. Great squad. Gifted technical players who can really, really hurt you. Incredible depth, and that's the theme across you're gonna see with this top eight European side, right? Incredible depth, right? Question is that whether after 2006 can they push themselves to a semi-final and final spot. So we are yet to see that, and realistic expectation is them to reach semi-final because they play with heavy possession. The midfield is great because they have Bruno Fernandes, they have Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, they have João Neves. So great in midfield, right? So anything semi-final with this team again. Uh, yeah, let's see how this gonna start up. Then there is Netherlands, one of the defense world's best team, right? You have Van Dijk, you have you have Ake, you have great defensive players in this, and Umay Simons is a great miss. He have a ankle injury that he got just before season ended for Tottenham. Then there is Gapco. This hopefully this Gapco is not the Gapco that we see in Liverpool because he is really out of colors. But hopefully Gapco, whether he gonna play left or he gonna play as striker, because Memphis Depay, is he gonna start or he gonna come off the bench, we are yet to see. So they are, this team reached three finals and lost three finals, so they are always quarterfinals, semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals. Let's see, my expectation with this team is again quarterfinals. Let's see how they're gonna progress from there. Belgium. Wow, Doku. See, I hate to admit De Bruyne. We are seeing this De Bruyne who is at his twilight years of his football playing career, and Luis Openda. We have the captain Tielemans in here. There is a central midfield. I'm forgetting his name. Omado Onana, great squad. Lukaku also is playing in this team. I don't know. Lukaku didn't appear much this season, and let's see how he gonna. I mean, how he gonna sit. But lot of things gonna depend upon Doku. So sorry. So new generation is faded away the hazards, right? They are faded. Kotwa is back because the manager got changed. That's why Kotwa is back, and lot of things will depend upon Doku and its speed. So this team plays dynamically, and yep, round of 16 quarterfinals should be the realistic expectation for Belgium. Croatia, none of them gonna keep them in the top four or finalists, but eventually they know how to get there. 2018 finalists, 2022 semi-finalists, and third place they won. And let's see how they're gonna respond to this year's of World Cup. Luka Modric, right, a 40-year-old gentleman who is aging like a fine wine, who have just got Guardiola as well in the team. Who I know he been out with lot of injury this season with City, but he's a great player. So never underestimate Croatia, small nation, huge tournament pedigree, master of knockout football. Penalties के तो king है यार ये लोग, right? So they know how to get through. Remember they knocking out Brazil in quarterfinals. So my expectation again, they're gonna prove me wrong, but quarterfinals is at least what I expect them to move, right? So let's see how things gonna set up for this brilliant top eight teams, and we gonna talk to you. I gonna talk to you in a second video about the remaining eight, right? See you next one.